Hello students. So now today we are going to discuss about introduction to GIS. Now what is GIS? Everybody know that stands from Geographical Information System, that is GIS. Till now we have discussed about remote sensing, right? Now remote sensing and GIS are both clubbed together, and hence a good solution, a good decision, a good technology, if I say, can be very much helpful. GIS and remote sensing both are one type of tool, one type of technique that can be applied to our day-to-day problem and solution, and hence it can be very much useful in many sectors. If I say the main sector for us today in this scenario, in this situation, is the local governing body. How can it be helpful to local governing body? Yes, let's think. That is the major question right now coming up, that which technologies can be used so we can get a very good solution with respect to the advancement in technology, with respect to the development in nation, with respect to the development in economy. And yes, this is the only tool which is very much right now powerful and useful in civil engineering field and also in our day-to-day life. So let us discuss in detail, very technically, what is GIS and what it stands for. Moving further, yeah, you can see here one map is shown. Here, I would like to discuss some of the history of GIS, that is the simple geographical information system, that is GIS. It stands and it is basically used to get the output of maps. If I say here. Now, looking to the image, if you can see, I have shown here the image of London cholera epidemic, right? London cholera epidemic. Here it shows that in 1855, John Snow was the first person to map this epidemic. Now, I would like to recall why did he do this and what would have helped him to gain something. Here, he has mapped the cholera death rate, the cholera deaths, and the water pump. Means the cholera was very much affected in London, and that is why he used this to find out where was the contaminated zone, which source of water was contaminated. And he found out by doing this type of things, that time it was not named as cholera map, but by doing this type of analysis, he used to find out and located the source of contaminated well, and hence through this, then the journey of GIS started, the journey of maps started, the journey of geographical information started, and this is how then GIS have developed a lot. Now I know you all have studied GIS, that is the geographical information system, key component, how is GIS useful, application of GIS useful. But students, I would like to tell you, in this session, in this module, and in this chapter, we are going to discuss very detail into it, that how is GIS useful and what can be done with the help of GIS. So cholera map was plot, and you won't believe that yes, John Snow have found out the contaminated wells, that which wells were the contaminated. How did he had found it out? That let's discuss through this image only. You can see this image. Now what did he do? He just located the persons who are affected by cholera, or the persons from where the community where the persons have died a lot. So here you can see there is a blue spots, right? In the image you can see the blue spots, that are the water pump. Now in the center of the image you can see there is a small red dots, that is a cholera death, that here the cholera death have occurred. Through this, he has calculated that where the cluster of red dots are more, there can be the source of contaminated well. Yes, that is very true. The cluster where the red color is more, the death rate is more, there will be the more cluster, and there where some is the source, that well is contaminated and water is not good. Now you can also see there is a random points, that only one or two point you can see. means that area is not much affected and that wells actually are not contaminated. So this is how the concept, the way how it can be useful, the maps, how can it be useful, is derived through this map which was very first done by John Snow. So this was the theory how GIS have taken place in day-to-day life and how it helped the world to get some or the other way out of it. Now, next, what is the basic concept if we say about GIS? That is, first is geo. GIS, here, student, I would like to recall that GIS, how would you understand that terminology? What are the things related to that terminologies? First of all, geo, geographical information system. We are going to the word geo. We all know that geo means earth. Geography. What is geography? Geography is related study of earth where things are. Where is geographic it is located? That is geography. What is the geography of Ahmedabad? What is the geography of Surat? What is the geography of Bharuch? What is the geography of Baroda? All geographies are different. Right? Geography includes the elevation point, the contour points, and all latitude, longitudes. Everything can be included in the geography itself. Next come information. What is information? For capturing, analyzing, and understanding information. This system is actually used for information means we capture some information, we manipulate that, we make the analysis from that information, and hence we make people understand that thing that can be helpful to them. And last is system. What is system? A system is a set of software. For using GIS, there are many software that is proprietary software and even free source available software. Now, student, this GIS is practically, if I say you, in day-to-day life, if I give you an example, it is just like a video game. When we start playing a game, we don't know how to cross that stage and what can be the applicability. GIS has many features, many functions, many tools. As long we have our problems, we can solve each and every problem related to our field, related to day problem. That is what GIS deals with. Geographical information system. Student, first of all, you have to very well remember the correct full form of GIS. It is not geography, it is not geographic, it is geographical information system, right? So this is the basic concept of what is GIS. That is geo, that is related to earth. Geography, geography means latitude, longitude, what are other parameters related to earth, that comes under geography. Then comes information, that how is data capturing, manipulation, analysis, that is information. And last is system, that is how is software used and what can be done into it. That is the basic concept of GIS. Now we can have a question, and I know you also have a question about it, that what type of answers can GIS give us to the society or can solve the problem? Yes, first of all, can you map that? Yes, to the smallest extent, to the largest extent, we can map everything which is located in space, means which is located on Earth, that have some geographic coordinate. We can map all the things because GIS wants only the location. If we have location and if we have some other characteristics related to that, we can anyhow map that. So GIS can map not only the big things, but it can also map small scale, large scale, whatever requirement we have, we can map that. Even we have so many tools in GIS that accordingly we can do the analysis. Next, where is that? Means where it is located, how much far it is. Yes, it can be located and can be answered by GIS very well and very scientifical manner. What has changed? Yes, the temporal analysis, the analysis what has changed, what is the trend can be known by this by using many other tools included in GIS, that is the statistical analysis, that is the variation, median, mode. These are just I'm giving example. Using that, we can analyze the change. Next is what relationship it exists. Yes, If I have one city and I want to see the adjacent set to that, then yes, it is very much useful. We can make out, we can decide what can be done, how can be done, what exists, and how it will be helpful. So this question is very well been answered technically. Where is it best? Means if I want to find out, for example, I would like to give you your example. If I want to find out a suitable site selection for understand solid waste management, because right now solid waste is the major question coming up. Waste disposal site, where is it best? Yes, this answer can be given by GIS. If I have a space, I would have the latitude and longitude of space, that is the geographic location. And if I have that unique geographic location, every location is unique only, so that location around and nearby things I will check, and GIS will suggest me that should I keep here my site for the dumping, is it viable, is it helpful. All these questions by is answered by GIS itself, right? So this is good to take a decision that how it is useful. Next comes what affects what. Means now relating to the last example only, I would tell that if I am making a site, or if I am taking a decision of making a site, then what will be the bad effects, what will be the good effects, how it can profit to me, what are the losses, what will cost me more, what will gain me profit, everything can be answered by GIS. And last is what if. Yes, everything has some solution. So GIS, if I have a data, if I have a proper analysis portion, GIS by using various tools, I can decide that how it is useful to me, how can it be useful to the public, or how can it be useful to each and every one. And yes, there are many other that questions can be answered by this. So thank you students. Next we will discuss other what is GIS in detail.